about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, habit gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Mike 48. Push him back. Push him back. Ready?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. They call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Eifert has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Minshew.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 1st carry now for Thompson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so... A net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big run by the big man Fournette. 68 yards on the ground. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun is Minshew. Forced out to his left. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Landry.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Mayfield off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Jaguars 3.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The coverage.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
41.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
the Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
6-6, bullet high.
Here's Minshew. Deep for Chark. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Browns 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all. Try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. And he fires one incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Thompson. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. Sets up a first down and
suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Quick throw complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Loss of 1 brings up second and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. It's caught, Beckham, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play fake. Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Chenault on the end around. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
now Mayfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to Jarvis Landry.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, we're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 26-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
14-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Browns 14. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Minshew, and he'll let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
First down, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
At his own 5-yard
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
218, chop, 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Thompson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This is out quickly to the right, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
14.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bait. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay.